what have you seen the difference be in headshots, let's say 5, 8 years ago to where it's heading? Where do you think it's heading in terms of um, look, style, clothing, any of that?
Yeah, yeah.
Where are we now and where do you think we're heading?
I think where we're heading is better than where it was
Yeah.
because I, like I said, I really like stuff that looks very natural, like very simple, like deceptively simple kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, I think people in the casting world and agents kind of know that like the individual is interesting. People with an interesting story is good. I
Yeah.
think you could like things that get used for headshots now, like my black and white photos have been used as headshots to get people work, which is crazy because like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, they would be like, no, 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 you can't do that. But
Right.
now I think it's really more about, showing the personality of a person, capturing a little bit of their essence, a little bit of their vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do? You know what I mean? Like you can't be an
That's
actor and try to
that's
look like
like the most important thing is
it is.
the vibe, right? Like,
It is.
can you catch the vibe?
Yeah, and like you just got to be kind of like okay with your vibe.
Yeah.
You can't be trying to be somebody else. Like the worst thing is when an actor, they'll come to me with like looks for, like I want to be a lawyer, and then they pretend to act like a lawyer, and I'm like, back up. Like that's not what that means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're gonna imbue your personality into this,
Right.
and think of those kinds of roles as we shoot. But like it's still, we're shooting Kaz, and your personality and like the story that you bring to the table, like that's interesting to me. Not you pretending to look like a cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the difference. Like that less specific casting roles of actors trying to look like already actors and just being themselves. I think that's a change. I think that's really cool. It's more
Yeah.
interesting for me as the photographer. I know
Yeah.
that.